I wake with searing pain in my right arm. My left feels fine. My left hand tightly clutches my bedsheets and duvet. I squint in the slivery moonlight that flows from my white Georgian 4-paned bedroom window. I can't see much, just the blur of the moon. I blink. My eyes are watery. My internal clock tells me it's the early hours of the morning, but it isn't always reliable. I feel pain, but it feels dull, numb, and distant. I breathe in. The air feels clean and pure at least. As I gain more awareness of my surroundings, I start to see what looks like two shapes in front of me, near my bed. They are very blurry. I blink several times. They are moving. What is going on? My head is spinning. I can't think. I can barely see. The pain is still there and it's intense. I can feel it more now, though it still has an odd numbness. Something is very wrong. I don't feel alone. Hello? I call out. I'm trembling. Whoever you are not welcome in my house. Get out. I'm going to call the police. I try to get up, but can't move much. As I rise, I feel a large hand reach across, and it pushes me back down. I scream. The specter doesn't make a noise. I can see more clearly now. The two shapes have turned into one. My eyes are very blurry. I see it is a figure. It moves and is doing something with its hands. I scream for help, but it's no good. My house is isolated, deep in the country. I have no neighbors. I can move my left arm more freely, but not my right. I raise my left arm. It feels weak and is trembling. I didn't even know that until I saw it in front of me. Again, an arm reaches across my chest and pushes it back down. I see it is a very leathery and covered in strange patches. I'm very, very weak. I start hyperventilating. I'm drenched in sweat. My white bed coverings have blood streaks on them. I now can clearly see that this figure sitting on the edge of my bed perhaps is a man. It or he wears a doctor's costume. There is a name tag. I can't quite make out the name, but I see the words 𝓔𝓵𝓲𝓽𝓼 General Infirmary written on it. There isn't a hospital called that around here. Who are you? I croak. The figure doesn't move. It carries on what it is doing. I see a mask. A grey light brown leathery mask. It looks like it is made of skin. It has patches sewn neatly together. This must be a night terror. Get off me, I beg. Go away. The figure looks at me for the first time. I see dark, watery eyes under the mask. There are two lenses inside each eye hole, which reflect the moonlight back at me. I see the eyes are watery and they have an almost pain expression. If it could be said, eyes can speak. It looks down at my arm. I follow. The outer flesh is gone, ripped away. I see a syringe and needle next to it. A black briefcase is next to the figure. It opens it and inside I see jars full of strange specimens. There are teeth, what looks like eyes, fingers, toes and organs. The figure rummages through the case and pulls suspension files out. From them hang layers of neatly cut skin. It starts searching for something. I also notice a bucket under my arm. It is full of blood and mine is dripping into it. I look at the door desperately, but I can't move. Somehow I just can't. The demented doctor pulls out a cutting instrument. I notice it breathing calmly, slowly and methodically. A scalpel lies next to my arm on the bed. It is bloody. Most of the work on my arm has already been done. I don't want to die. I don't want to be deformed either. I have to get out. Please. The doctor pulls a vial of green liquid out and starts pumping into the syringe, which it unscrews. I beg again. It is no use. It doesn't react. It doesn't listen. Then it injects it into my arm. I can't feel anything at all now. It has been numb for a while. I'm crying, shaking like a caged rat and convulsing like a headless pigeon. But I catch more glimpses of what's inside the case. Among the cuttings of skin are the strippings of arms, face masks, scalps, and skin coverings of all parts of the human body. The doctor reaches into its mask eye sockets and removes the lenses. Perhaps, sorrowfully, a few tears drip out. Then it puts them back in. They pop into place like Lego pieces. In one clean cut, it raises the cutter and chops my skinned right arm straight off. I feel nothing. The rest of my body is intact. This will be a long night. God help me, if there is one.